Yes, good morning everyone. My name is DEEPAK, uh, Assistant Professor in JAYOTI VIDYAPEETH Women's University. So yesterday I taught you about security market. What is security market and what is primary market and what is secondary market. So uh, type. So first we will talk about what are the type of primary market. So what is primary market? Primary market type of primary market are public issue, right issue, and preferential issue. So what is that? We will see one by one. Concept of capital issue is what? Concept of capital issue is where trading in financial instruments is conducted in share capital and raise capital. Means what? If we want to raise capital, then we can issue fresh shares or else existing shares. So how it does, or it includes issue of securities, investors and intermediaries. And what is the meaning of securities, who are investors and who are intermediaries? So I'll tell you one by one. So issue of securities is what? Borrowers of deficit savers who issues securities to raise funds for the first time. Means uh, borrowers, who are the borrowers who takes money and issue securities for the first time are called issue of securities. Okay. Investors, surplus or savers who uh, do pay savings or who display savings by subscribing to these securities include mutual funds. Means who has money and who want to invest their money in some securities, they called investors. Means if I okay, I'll tell you the example. If I'm having 40,000 rupees in my hand and my home expenses is around 30,000. Okay, so 10,000 which I can invest somewhere, because if I keep them in saving account, then I will hardly get 2% or 1.5% interest on savings, right? But if I invest this money in some security market, then definitely I'll get more returns, like 7%, 8%, can be more also, right? So so I will be an investor if I invest my money in some securities. Okay, now who are the agents? Agents are the intermediaries who takes shares from the company, and they sell they sell shares in shareholders, and they charge commission as well from the company for their services, right? And what is primary market? Yesterday I told you primary market is what? Primary market is a first time market in where the share, debentures and other securities are sold for the first time for long term capital. For long term capital. Okay, so you have to remember this. And now is what is capital market? I have already told you capital market includes two: primary market and secondary market. In primary market, three things will come. First is public issue. What is public issue? Three things will come. What will come? Public issue, right issue, and bonus issue. So one by one we will see all these things. Public issue. What is public issue? Public issue involves raising of funds directly from public and get themselves listed in the stock exchange. And initial public offerings, if an for the listed company, if I say a listed company, what they will do, they will issue shares directly to the public and will raise their capital. And for the unlisted company, um, either they do fresh issue of securities or for existing share for the sale. What they will do for an unlisted company, they will issue shares of either fresh issue or existing issue for their current employees only, not not fresh issue they will do. Okay. Further public offerings. Now further public offerings are what? Where an already listed fresh issue of securities to the public or an offer for sale to public. It's called FPO. Means what? Further public offerings. Okay. And now next comes right issue. What is right issue? Right issue is the another method to raise funds to existing members by offering securities to them on pro rata basis. Like what if I have issued 10,000 to be 10,000 shares, but I got 20,000 applications. Now how I will allot them shares. So I will do on pro rata basis. Means whoever applies for 2 shares, I'll give them 1 share. So right issue is the another method to raise funds to existing members. And one thing you have to remember, they have to they can issue right share only their existing members, not new shares. Okay, by offering securities to them on pro rata basis. The right issue should be kept on a period of 60 days and should be announced within 1 month of closure of books. And this also you have to remember, the right issue should be kept open a period of 60 days and should be announced within the period of 60 days or closure of books. Okay, that you have to remember. Then private placement. What is private placement? It is the issue of shares by a company to selected group of persons under section 81 and companies in 1956. It is faster way to it is a faster way of company to raise the funds. So that's all for the today. Thank you very much for attending my class. Thank you.